Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Motivated here, back here for another episode of the Mr. Motivated YouTube channel. I'd like to take the time to thank y'all all for tuning in to today's episode. And if you want to keep up with all the motivational content I got rolling out, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you feel what I'm saying on today's episode, please make sure you drop a like on this video and a comment as well. So for today's episode, I want to talk about how to get over rejection and become a better person. Alright, so at some point in everybody's life, we dealt with rejection, whether it was from a person we really liked or a job promotion we thought we qualified for, maybe even a school we thought we would get accepted to, and we ended up feeling down or come back to earth feeling like, man, I'm not as good as I thought I was. I've been there before, and some of the things I did to help me move on and grow from that was to take some time to reflect on the situation. I know this could be difficult, but honestly, rejection is just a part of life. Now, also a part of growing to become a better person. Take some time to analyze what you could do better or ways you could bounce back and improve yourself. I know it gives you that stinging feeling in your heart. And, sometimes that could be tough for us to get over, but you got to reflect on it no matter how hard it seems. Never run from the situation and go hiding in your turtle shell, because I promise you, it won't be the last time it happened to you or you feel like you came up short. And the next time it happened to you, you could end up going into a deep depression phase or see yourself even withdrawing from like certain situations where there's even a possibility you're going to get rejected. And that's not going to help you mentally nor physically. It's like being on a sports team and you came up short. You guys might have had a great season. You've done some special things, special comebacks, all kind of things happen. You feel like, man, this is our year. We destined to do it this year. Then something happened in the playoffs or the championship series. We all suffer a devastating loss. Or another team came back on y'all blew the lead or something like that. Great teams analyze the situation and they figure out what went wrong, and then they practice on those things that went wrong and they try to come back from it. Prime example is like the 2013 San Antonio Spurs, and they lost to the Miami Heat. Everybody thought in game 6 they was about to close them out. Then Ray Allen hit that shot, shocked them all. They could have been defeated by it. The thing they let happen was the build on it over the off season. They came back. And the next season, they won it all. Well, kind of like the Dodgers. They finally got over that hump this year with Clayton Kershaw. Everybody was saying he can't do this, he can't do that in the playoffs. He's so great in the regular season, but he don't do nothing in the playoffs. He come up short, he choke, all this stuff. Then he finally got over that hump. He could have let that define him. They could have let that define him, but they didn't. They analyzed the situation. They learned from the situation. Dave Roberts, the manager, he learned from the situation, and they finally got it done. So that's what we got to do. They could have easily just been defeated and just said, you know what, I guess we really aren't that good, or maybe it's not meant for us, but they didn't. They took the time to analyze what went wrong and figured out what they could have done better, and they did that, and then they finally got over that hump. That's what you guys gotta do. Face it, embrace it, work on it, grow from it, and use it as motivation to get better from it. Also, it's gonna go even better for your experience for like the next time if you ever get rejected again in life. You won't dwell on it or put your head down because you dealt with that before. It's nothing like that first time you go through that. It's hard. But once you go through that, them growing pains, and you succeed from it, you grow from it, you learn from it, you become stronger by it. The next time something like that happen or a situation happen, you're going to have more of a aggressive attitude like, oh, you don't think I'm good enough, huh? I'll show you. You know what I mean? That's going to be your approach for next time. And another thing that helped me get over the rejection or whatever was to not get too caught up in the moment. Count your blessings and the things you still have that's positives in your life. If you got rejected from a person that you really liked, think about the family and the friends that you still do have in your life that loves you. even if it's your pet, because animals, they're really great at helping us cope with rejection as well. You know, your dog won't care about who like you or whatever like that. When they see you come into the house, they jumping all over you just with joy, just happy to see that you home, you know, after a long day or whatever. Embrace that love. It really, really goes a long way. And if it was a job or a school that rejected you, just think to yourself how blessed you are to still have the job that you have despite not getting that opportunity that you felt was a dream opportunity, or you felt you really, really qualified for, you really deserve. But think about all the other possibilities you could still get. You know, God might have seen to you didn't get that because he got a bigger, better blessing for you somewhere down the line. So don't get so caught up in it, in the bad moments. Just, you know, reinforce those positive thoughts back into your mind, you know. Count your blessings. It really, really goes a long way. It's not the end of the world, you know. Just think like it's the beginning of a new positive one. Once you learn from this, you grow stronger from this, you're going to be 10 times better. Trust me, I've been there before. Another thing that helped me get over rejection and become better was to not beat myself up over the head about the things that I got rejected from. You know, it's so easy to get down on yourself and become your worst critic. But that won't help you in times like that. You gotta pull strong, stay 10 toes down. Have a swagger to yourself like, man, I know I'm better than that. I know I might not be the best in the world right now, but I know I'm gonna learn from this and I'm gonna get better because of this. Even if it's hard to believe in the moment. Always fight to reinforce them good thoughts to yourself and not beat yourself up over it. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough. Stop telling yourself you'll never achieve this and that. Don't believe those negative thoughts. It's so easy to be your own worst critic. Don't do that. I ain't saying lie to yourself. Again, reflect on the things that went wrong and the things you could get better at and learn from it. But definitely don't go tearing yourself apart because of someone else doesn't see how good you are in that moment or your potential. They can laugh at you now, but they can also regret it later on down the line when you do get better. You know, just never go telling yourself bad things that only really lead to a spiral of depression and bad thoughts. And I mean, never, ever say bad things about yourself in front of the people who rejected you. Because by doing that, you're pretty much giving them a green light to always put you down and talk to you any type of way. Some people will see you as weak or lacking self-esteem and beat you up verbally just because it makes themselves feel better. Never, ever give them that opportunity. I mean, never. Because look, we all got our flaws and insecurities. So never give them that chance to build themselves up by destroying you. It's like allowing them to take bricks from your home in order to build their own. Now, you wouldn't really do that, right? Unless you want to be somewhere sleeping on the streets or something like that, you know? So never, ever allow that to happen to yourself. Another way I got over rejection was to tell a loved one or a friend you could trust with your feelings and that'll love you no matter what. Tell them how you felt when in the moment when you got rejected. We all got that person we feel like we can let our guard down and say things that's bothering us or show some vulnerable side of ourselves. You know, show them, tell them how you felt in that moment. Be honest and open with them, things that you could have done better yourself. And they'll be there to help you, comfort you, and show you that love and that support that you need. Just reassure you that they'll be there for you. You always have somebody to talk to and somebody that's going to be in your corner. That really helped go a long way, tremendously, you know? And another thing that helped me was realizing that it wasn't always myself all the time. Not trying to sound in denial, but for example, like one time I got turned down for a job position, for a roofer position that I wanted. I really wanted that job because it paid good. And I needed the job to pay bills, obviously. You know, I lived by myself. And I needed that money. But actually, the owner of the place actually told me this to my face, no lie. It's like, there's no way I can hire you for this position, man. Honestly, I think you're way too smart of an individual to be working a job like this. He said, I feel like you you doing something like this will be doing a disservice for yourself. And I feel like you should be doing something much better than this. Now, this is a moment I'll never ever forget because he actually saw something in me that I didn't see in myself at that time. And he actually told me, hey, call me back in a few years and let me know how it works out for you because, man, this isn't for you. You know, he said the guys that, not trying to be funny, but the guys that he actually hired for this was not the smartest people. So they was fit for more physical labor type stuff, you know. And he said him hiring a guy like me with so much more potential than that, it really only be doing a disservice for myself, you know. He spoke about like my professional attire, how I came dressed up to the interview, and how other guys really didn't even have the sense to even try to present themselves like that. He spoke about how punctual I was, you know, how I carried myself, how I spoke. And he just said, look, I just cannot see a person with these attributes actually working for a job like this. You know, this is like more physical, hard labor. It's more bronze over brains type thing. So he said, look, I can't really hire somebody like you for that. You know, you smarter than this. You should be doing something else more with yourself. That was some real stuff, man. I really took that to the heart right there. You know, because me being so young at that time, I just wanted the money to pay the bills. You know, I'm by myself, so you need that money or whatever the case may be. But he had faith in me. I could find something else. It was something else down the line better than that for me. And it told me not to settle for less. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I remember going back to my car that day and I was shocked. But I wasn't down. I wasn't felt like I was let down after the moment. I just took it as a learning experience. So it's possible. It's not always you that's the problem, but maybe the fit isn't there. You never know. You know, a person that probably rejected you probably saw how great you were. They probably seemed great on the outside to you, but in the inside, they know what kind of person they actually are. You know what I'm saying? And they probably saw how great you were. And they probably felt like, nah, this not a good fit for me, and probably never told you that like that. Just because they probably had to take the time to get their stuff together to kind of meet your standard. You know what I'm saying? So don't get so caught up with being down, depressed about the rejection. And yes, this does happen with women. They will not tell you that. I know that for a fact. That happened to me before as well. So, and that's the things that I did that helped me get over rejection, you know? Let's do some self-reflecting, be around some good people that'll help you build yourself back up, and also work towards building yourself back up as well, you know what I'm saying? So never feel down and out about rejection. It's a part of life, guys. That's my message for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned a lot from this. And if you're going through something like that right now, take some time, listen to what I said to you, reflect on some things, get around some good people. Don't beat yourself up over the head, all right? And learn from it, grow on it, build on it, and be better from it, you know? Once again, I'd like to take the time to thank y'all all for tuning into today's episode. I truly, truly appreciate that. And if you like this video, drop a like on this video, and also hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all the motivational content I'll be rolling out with. Now, I don't want you guys to miss out. Hit that little notification bell as well. And leave a comment below if you got some other things that helped you out, get through rejections and stuff. I love to know. I love to hear from y'all. I do respond back. I do like comments, so I appreciate that. And that's my episode for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all on the next episode. It's your boy, Mr. Motivated. I'm out.